folks, you gotta love it. Y'all see the title? I foreseen this. Get my Sidious on. This needs to happen. And even worse. And I won't say what the worst is because we know that there are powers that be. Let me shrink Sidious here a little bit. Emperor Palpatine. I shall form a new galactic army for peace in the galaxy. So this is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause. It was Princess Amidala, newly elected ruler of the Naboo. Let's get to the story, shall we? They say allegedly, even though you can watch on the video that what's happening to him now for YouTube algorithm stuff. We're gonna scroll past the part. Suspects later freed without bail. I had to hurry up and scroll it because the punching had started. Freed without bail. Without bail. New York is eating its own. They're doing, Democrats or progressives always eat their own. And then after they fix it, they go right back to where they were at, which is the weirdest crap in the world. But anyway, you see, I'll leave the link. So if y'all want to watch the video on your own device, you can. Shocking video captured the moment a migrant mob pounded a pair of cops near Times Square over the weekend. But they were still released back onto the street without bail. That's the judge, but they're doing what somebody is telling them to do. That's why I tell people, well, it was the judge's decision. Most of the time it's not, because when powers that be want to step in, they do. Okay. Just like the lady in California, the female in California that stabbed her boyfriend 108 times and stabbed his dog 16 times and murked them both. And she got probation. Said, I was high on weed. And judge, well, okay. Huh? Don't talk to me about somebody pulling strings. Anyway, footage shows the officer and lieutenant initially tell the migrants to move along around 8:30 Saturday on West 42nd Street in Manhattan before things quickly got rowdy and a scuffle breaks out between the cops and the suspect, who is wrestled to the ground. Video showed officers left on the ground and the pack runs east on 42nd Street. Police initially busted for the asylum seekers. Sources identified sources as Darwin Andreas Gomez, Ezequiel 19, Kevin Arocha 19, Juarez Wilson 21, and Yorman Reveron 24. All four were charged with assault and released without bail. Cops quickly getting, I'm not going to click I doubt if there's any fighting in that, but anywhere. Juan Boda charged with attempted assault of a police officer at Times Square, 22 years old. I say majority of these people come in here, these are military age males. Y'all got y'all hands full. But it's your own doing. It's your own doing. Sorry, not sorry. And like I say, this is going to have to happen, and even worse. The ultimate price is going to have to be paid. The sacrificial lamb must bleed. And it will bleed. And some of the sacrificial lambs ain't going to be cops. It's going to be some of you quote unquote regular people. And I take no glee in saying it either, but I'm okay with it, because sometimes you have to give people what they ask for and let them realize the pain and suffer the pain of their decisions. This is one of those times that I'm okay with it. Manhattan District Attorney said they're still investigating the incident and reviewing additional video of the alleged assault. The two cops weren't identified, suffered minor injuries, and were treated on the scene. One sustained cuts on the face, while the other had bruising to the body. One of the men, Reverend, that dude. That's Boada. Reverend has 2 open cases already in Manhattan for assault and robbery. In November, he allegedly punched, and bit a Nordstrom Rack employee who caught him shoplifting, a $130 item from the Union Square store's display rack, according to law enforcement sources. Yeah, they on the ground. Yeah, they in it. And here come that kick. Here come that kick. Did a grab. Here it come. And it's going to go right there, probably in the shoulder blade or in the back. Other migrants in the group come to their pal's rescue as he tries to break away from the police. Well, they did. They got away, and then y'all caught him. Anyway, last month, Reverend also allegedly punched with a closed fist. How else do you punch? If it's an open hand, it's not a punch, it's a slap. If it's sideways, it's a judo chop, I guess. Why do y'all come up with all this creative language? Just say what the F it is. A loss prevention officer at the Herald Square Macy's after trying to pull off a robbery with 2 other suspects. Attacks on the Popo are becoming an epidemic, and the reason is a revolving door we're seeing in cases like this one, says Police Benevolent Association President Patrick Hendry in a statement. It is impossible for police officers to deal effectively with crime and disorder if the justice system can't or won't protect us. We do that while we do that work. I'm waiting on them. They gonna get these gats from these cops. They gonna mob them like this, and they gonna get them heaters. They gonna wrestle them heaters away. Then the game is definitely going to change, and Palpatine will smile that ghastly grin, and I will stand next to him with my arms folded like I'm Vader, staring out into the deep void of space. More than 172,000 migrants from the U.S. border with Mexico have flooded into the Big Apple over that span. Wait a minute. The shocking incident is just the latest example of asylum seekers running afoul. They're not asylum seekers. They're illegal invaders running afoul of the law in the Big Apple since migrants began flooding into the 5 boroughs since the spring of 2022. More than 172,000 migrants from the U.S. border with Mexico have flooded into the Big Apple over that span, with more than 67,000 still housed in city shelters and hotels. Small percentage of the asylum seekers have been tied to crimes, including the fatal stabbing of a 24-year-old migrant. I remember that. I done a YouTube short on that one. In the city shelter on Randall's Island on January the 7th. The Post reported this week that nearly 100 migrants have also popped up on NYPD's radar as suspected pickpockets. Yeah, I saw Holmes and God dang it, Trayvon Jones. He done a YouTube short today about the pickpocket, and there in New York City. Travon, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, bro. I ain't trying to be funny. Travon Jones, Travon Jones. I'm sub to him. He done a video on that today, a YouTube short. Pickpockets. One team of accused sticky finger asylum seekers was busted over the weekend for allegedly targeting Greenwich Village bars. Also this month's residents near Brooklyn Floyd Bennett Field, where 2,000-bed migrant tent shelter was erected, complained about lawlessness by the occupants there. Well, look where they from. But anyway, look, when you break the law and the country that you broke the law to get into caters to you, you feel no obligation to do right. But anyway, by September, more than 40 migrants have been arrested at the Roosevelt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan, the city's intake center for the thousands arriving in the city too. Anyway, it's it. That's that. That's all I gotta say. I don't care. I want all involved to feel the pain, but it's the pain of their own decisions, and sometime by your silence will put you in a bad spot. And here you are. And I'll just watch from over here. Y'all be good. It is what it is. Take it for what it's worth. Bye.